It's Friday, so we thought we'd throw something extra special into the mix ahead of the weekend.
Yes, we have some more hyper-seasonal world's best fruit to review. We did this a while ago, and it's safe to say our minds were blown. So, prepare your minds for more blowing. Number 1, lemons.
Lemons.
Now these are smaller than the lemons that we had last time.
They are. They're longer as well.
Oh, I love them though. That looks like a lemon should look.
Yeah, that's like a perfect lemon. These are Amalfi lemons from Italy. They're rich and generous, like the land. These highly prized lemons have an intense flavour. Oh, I like intense. The long and hot summers and mild winters mean that the Amalfi lemon has ample opportunity to be sweetened by the Italian sun. It also grows in the same volcanic enriched soil as the tomatoes of this region, which are also famed for their unique sweetness.
Superb, I'm excited.
Inside, the flesh is acidic, semi-sweet and very juicy. You can eat a good Amalfi lemon the same way you would eat an apple or an orange.
What? An orange? You just bite straight into an orange?
You actually...
No, I'd like you to do that.
No, you do eat apples and oranges the different ways, don't you? I think you eat it like
Why
an
did
orange.
I stop him?
I'll eat it like an apple, you eat it like an orange.
Okay. Oh. Is that okay?
That was a mistake. However, get that juice in your mouth.
Okay, ready.
It's actually really sweet, and I would say it's got a very bright flavour. It tastes bright. It tastes like sunshine.
It's stardust.
Yeah.
It's zingy stardust.
Yes.
Oh, I should have kept that for the end. Pretend you didn't hear that. It feels like it's about to take over your mouth.
Yeah.
And the acidity is going to go, oh, and your face is going, oh. No, it goes, oh, and you go, oh, sugar.
Honey. But what I would say is that I'm left with a slight tingle on my lips after.
Yeah, we keep on saying sherbety, but it is that sour sweetness that's so satisfying. Tastes very citrusy, but then it does have that sort of soapy taste that we had when we tried the bergamot from the previous video.
Yeah. So along the Amalfi coast, it's commonly enjoyed cut into pieces, sprinkled with salt, a drizzle of olive oil, and a scattering of mint.
That sounds outstanding.
Wow. And I think that's one of the big things that we've always appreciated about Italian cuisine and a lot of Mediterranean cuisine is don't do anything to the fresh ingredients because they're so good by themselves, you don't have to do anything to enhance their flavours. Oh, have you got some tasting notes?
I'd say more acidic than anything.
Yeah.
Not uncomfortably acidic.
No, I would classify it as dry.
Yeah.
Like juicy, but the juice is dry.
Yeah, like a white wine.
Yeah.
It's got that drying, yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
So in terms of an internet review for this, ground control to Major Tom?
It's zingy stardust. Get them in your mouthy. Again, I followed it up with something less good. Lift it now, lift it good.
It's a pear?
With a waxed tip.
Yeah.
These are Passe Crescent pears from France. Passe Crescent is a French pear variety originating from Rouen. The pear is medium to large in size and has russeted greenish yellow skin. The skin is thin and smooth and the flesh is slightly coarse and grainy with a rosy blush to it, yet soft and juicy. The flavours are aromatic, fruity, a sweet tart with floral notes. Cheers. You went for a bâton.
I did. Oh.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That has made me fall in love with pears.
Oh, it's the perfect texture.
That really is.
The pears that you get in the UK sometimes can be so mushy, they've got no bite to them whatsoever. This is al dente, just to throw another language in there.
It's an al dente pear.
But it's got a proper bite to it, and that is such a satisfying texture.
The skin is thin, but it's still got a little bit of a chew in the skin as well.
And it's got that drying feeling,
Yeah.
you know, when it hits your tongue and it sort of dries it out.
Oh, it's so peary.
That is awesome. That's the best pear I've ever tasted, ever.
I agree.
I'd be so into pears if every time I bought one it tasted like that. Same with avocados, don't even bother buying them now.
No.
It's so hit and miss and they're about £1 each as well. That's not a game popular in Hogwarts, I said £1 each. head like that. Love it. It's such the end of the day.
It's Friday.
Pears are considered to be autumnal fruits, but the passé croissant is what is known as a winter pear. The pears don't actually get ripened on the tree. They are picked and then ripened over winter. To stop the pear dehydrating by water escaping through the stem, each pear stem is dipped in wax.
That's why.
That's fascinating. The pears are often used in baking, poaching, and roasting, but work equally well when sliced or eaten solo or as an accompaniment to cheese in any fashion. Yeah, I could see how that works. I don't even like cheese.
Poached pear, imagine that.
Yeah, but then you don't need to poach
No,
them.
because you take pears and poach them because they're not good enough to eat on their own.
Yeah.
But now imagine you take a pear that is superb and then you poach it. Does that make it a super pear?
I don't know.
A super. That works on so many levels. That is absolutely fantastic.
You've absolutely fallen on that
really,
one. That
really,
was very good.
Really proud of that
Very
one.
good. Our can be is off.
I've always considered pears to be the long-lost, forgotten brother of the apple.
Yeah.
For good reason. They've never been as good.
Yeah, they never lived up to their
No.
siblings' achievements.
This has just got a starring role.
Great.
And in terms of a review?
Delicious pear. Stand out for me, texture is wonderful.
Yeah.
Absolutely wonderful. They're absolutely delicious, and I think you've got your review.
That is super.
You're gonna love me, you're gonna love me, you're gonna love me. You're gonna love me, you're
We
gonna
would
love me.
absolutely recommend Sorted Sidekick.
You're gonna love me, you're gonna love me, you're gonna love me. You're gonna
It's a great way to use ingredients that might be going off.
You're gonna love me, you're gonna love me, you're gonna love me. You're gonna love me, you're gonna love me, you're gonna love me.
Ready?
Ready.
Oh,
Potatoes. Oh, wow, they are firm.
that's like a potato crossed with an apple.
This
It's
is
a potapple.
this is what I'm here for. It's a no. It's an apple on the inside and a potato on the outside.
This is wolf paw apples
I love the sound of it already.
from France. Pat de Loup, known as wolf's paw, is the name of an heirloom variety of apples that is chiefly grown in the northwest of France and is mentioned as early as the Middle Ages.
Wow.
Small and oddly shaped, with a rugged, brownish yellow skin that often cracks and scars as if a wolf had clawed it.
Ah!
It's typically the kind of apple that did not stand a chance in the modern battle for glossy and perfectly calibrated specimens. Cheers.
Cheers. Really crunchy. Oh,
Wow.
that is so intense.
It's very floral.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? I
Very.
love that it's got a tang at the back. It's like really sweet, intense apple flavour and then like tangy right at the back. It's like apple tango.
It tastes like apple juice smells.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah? 'Cause
Yeah.
apple juice smells more like apples than apples do. Because it's concentrated.
Yes,
Yeah. This variety of apples is very close to apple perfection.
I would agree.
Sweet and tart with a firm flesh that is juicy but not too crisp. Perfect to eat freshly sliced or baked into a tart tatin or an apple cake. This fits into the wonky fruit and veg kind of movement because they're not widely grown because the market demands perfectly formed, unblemished fruit with shiny skin.
Rubbish.
If people could taste how good that tastes, they wouldn't care that the outside looks like that.
They're fantastic. They're the best apple I've ever tasted.
Yeah. And I actually think like that is
That
a
is
really
cool, isn't
cool thing. Of course it's called a wolf paw. That's brilliant.
Wolverine's had a go at it.
Yeah.
It's Logan's apple. Tasting notes?
Crisp.
I know that's not a tasting note, but texture, like crisp, with emphasis on the
Yeah. Again, I feel like I've used this word a lot in these videos. Intense apple flavour.
Sharp.
Sharp,
Yeah.
juicy. In terms of a summary,
Yes.
let's see if there's something that can rhyme for this.
No, I've got one.
Okay.
Don't be deterred by these poms. They're magnifique.
I got that one.
Yeah.
That's really good. Yeah. I was going to say, not a looker, but will leave you shooker.
What? I genuinely don't get that one.
Not a looker, but
Yeah.
will leave you shooketh. Like, but it doesn't quite work. It doesn't quite rhyme.
And I don't know what shooketh is.
Shooketh. I am shooketh.
If you're enjoying this, there are some small things you can do that make a big difference to us. Like the video. Subscribe if you aren't. Click the notification bell and select all. Thanks.
Ready?
Yeah. What? That is so veiny.
It looks like what is it? A squash, a pumpkin. And it comes in, hang on. I've got the sharpest hand ever.
It's a melon.
It's a melon. So this is a Charente melon from France.
Okay.
Philibon Charente melons are renowned for their premium quality of this small variety of melon and have a round to slightly oval shape. Underneath the surface, the pale orange to orange red flesh is dense, aqueous and succulent, but with a firm, tender consistency. Philibon melons are aromatic, emitting honeyed, fruity and floral notes and are easily recognised by their perfumed scent.
Cheers.
Wow, wasn't expecting that. That is intensely melon.
That is an intense melon, but also it's so smooth. My teeth just slid through it.
Yeah, that is so true.
Yeah. When you bite into a melon, you want it to taste like this.
This is the type of melon that when you are on holiday, you end up having for breakfast every day. Whereas who's having melon for breakfast in the UK? No one with any self-respect.
Melony.
That is really melony.
Some of the other fruits that we've tried, like in these videos, you're able to point out different bits, like it's floral or it's dry or something like that. This is just melon.
Yeah, it's buttery. It's a buttery fruit. And I'm not sure I massively like it personally, but I appreciate it. I think if you love this kind of melon, then you're gonna love this. Featured on menus at restaurant Gordon Ramsay, as well as, according to Kush, being served at 3 Michelin star chef Alain Ducasse's restaurant in Monaco as a cold soup gazpacho. Oh. Great with tangy cheese and salty ham. I could see that.
I love melon and ham. And because that is so sweet and refreshing, going against a salty ham would be really good.
I'd really love to try those. It's not massively for me, but then melons aren't. And is that our review? What are your thoughts, Jay?
I feel like you're saying a lot more about yourself than you expected to.
Why did I say that in this position? Finish with a review.
Yeah, great.
Don't worry about being clever.
It's never bothered me before. If you're looking for a melon that will remind you of the best melon that you ever had, it's probably this one.
If you're looking for a melon what if this is the best melon you ever had?
Well, then it reminds you of that one. That's the one.
Okay, good. Shall I lift it? What are you laughing at?
I just heard something fall out.
Oh no. Were those perfectly stacked?
These are kumquats, aren't they?
Oh, yes.
Baby oranges. Cheers.
Cheers. Wow.
Whoa.
The outside's delicious.
Yeah. When you bite into it, you get a burst of flavour. It's kind of somewhere in between an orange and a lemon. And it really just instantly fills your mouth with that flavour. But then it dissipates very, very quickly. I was left with the sweetness of the rind on the outside.
The rind is so sweet and delicious. It's not bitter at all.
This is Natura Italian kumquats. And they're from Italy. The kumquats come from small growers in Calabria. This is uncommercial and dedicated work as each tiny fruit is hand harvested.
Fantastic.
The season begins with green blushed skins and a brighter acidity, progressing towards a deep orange, larger fruit with more sweetness. I think that's where we're at. Eat whole or slice and candy in sugar syrup for desserts.
Oh, they would be amazing.
How good would that be?
Candied rind of kumquat. I would love to try that.
This is interesting. So whilst Israeli kumquats are available all year round, the Italian ones are only available between November and May.
I think that's so rare that the outside tastes so much better. That the inside's very, very tart, very, very sour.
Yeah.
That is delicious. I'm so glad. Do you know, if you'd have said, today you're going to eat a kumquat, I'd go, cool.
Come what?
I'd be... a kumquat. Tasting notes.
Sweet on the outside.
Sour in the middle.
Sour in the middle.
It's a Mike Hustlestone.
I was going to say an Ebbers.
Yeah, maybe. No, he's not sweet on
sweet.
the outside. He's sour through and through.
This has been great. We would love to know, have you ever had any of these hyper-seasonal fruits before? If you have, comment down below, let us know. What did you think of them?
And if you have any more suggestions for stuff we should try, we've really enjoyed doing this. Please let us know in the comments down below and we'll give them a go.
Let us know. Let us know.
Let us know.
Let us know.
know.